welcome to Unmastered. My name is Gohar, and we're uncut and on the record. Today we have Carter Reeves with us. Carter, say hi.
Hello, everybody. How are ya?
We're going to start with a couple of icebreakers, so...
Shatter it.
We already started with your name. Tell us what you play, and then what's your favorite fruit to put in a fruit salad?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. My name is Carter Reeves. I play soccer for a professional living.
Okay, great.
The jokes, they don't stop. No, I'm a singer, songwriter. I feel like when you say that you automatically think of like a guy with an acoustic guitar.
Singer-songwriter? Oh, yeah.
Like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, that's what my head immediately went towards.
But I am a singer and I do write songs, but I'm not like Jack Johnson. But, let's see. What would I put in my fruit salad? Okay, kiwi's got to be in there. Mango's got to be in there.
I've never thought of kiwis in a fruit salad before. It's always like melons and grapes.
Probably no honeydew, because like...
No one cares about honeydew.
Right, no one cares about honeydew. Also, if you cut too close to the rind on a melon, then it's like rock hard, and like you don't want that in your fruit salad. And you know, I'm just like all over the place. Grapes, raspberries, blueberries, bananas. I'm on the fence about in a fruit salad. Same with pineapple. I gotta be honest, because pineapple's a very obtrusive fruit in a fruit salad.
Pineapple on pizza.
Yes, I'm alright with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome to my barbecue.
Okay, good. But pineapple in a fruit salad, I'm pretty sure it like sucks up all the flavor of the other ones and then like, but just then doesn't have a flavor of itself. Yeah. It's a very selfish fruit in a fruit salad.
I never thought of it that way. But, you know, I've had pineapple in my fruit salad before, and when that happens, everything else tastes like pineapple.
Right. But like everything just kind of tastes like shitty pineapple.
Yeah.
So I think you need to eat it within like an hour of making it, if that's going to be the case.
Definitely. But pineapple, I mean, so if you're going to take a fruit salad to go, no pineapple, definitely kiwis.
And absolutely no apple. I'm just like, get your apples out of my fruit salad. I feel like you have to eat an apple like an apple
with
was
your
meant.
hand.
Yeah. Or like slices are nice.
Honestly, I've never put a fork through an apple before, so I don't even know if that's possible.
It's doable.
Yeah? Okay. I just... You know, like an apple. You
grab and go.
Yeah.
It's a snack to go.
It's the ultimate grab and go fruit.
Are we broken? Is the ice? Has it been shattered?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think it was shattered before we even started, but yes.
Yeah. Well, then let's go ahead and start this off by how I met you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let it rip.
I'm going to start off by saying I knew of Dave before I knew of you, and I didn't know...
I'm leaving. I'm out.
I didn't know of Ayer at all.
I'm out of here. Wait, how did that happen?
How?
Yeah.
Through Quinn92.
Got it. Okay. Oh, you didn't know about Ayer at all?
At all.
You know, that makes me,
Shocked?
No, not shocked. Just, like, kind of relieved and a little happy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, because... Well, and I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go for it. It's your interview.
It's exciting to hear of someone who discovered me in my, like, current project, in my current journey, where I am now, versus, like, has all these preconceived notions and is just kind of, like, holding me over from what I once was. You know what I mean? So,
I have a follow-up question on what you just said, but let me
get back to it.
Go into how I met you. You said on your Instagram profile that you were doing So Far Sounds.
Yes.
And so that's where I first met you.
Of course.
Yeah.
In some weird warehouse. Downtown.
I had to sit on the floor, which I did not like.
How dare we? How dare them?
You know what it was? So Far Sounds is really interesting because they encourage you to take videos and tag them, but then they're like, don't use your phone for any other reason.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's kind of selfish. I mean, it's just like, they have a weird business model, but we don't have to get into it.
So, yeah, that was before we had this podcast even as a thought.
Okay.
And then a few months passed, I went to see Olivia O'Brien at the Roxy.
Cool.
And yes. I walked past you and I said, Carter, and you're like, who are you?
No, was it that much?
You asked me for my name, and then you asked me, where did I meet you?
Really?
That's pretty much a who are you type of moment.
Oh, it's definitely a who are you moment. But hold on, I thought maybe, well, because we had after we met at So Far Sounds,
Mm-hmm.
we were corresponding online, and I remember kind of going back and forth. And you do have a recognizable name.
Thank you.
I've
been told.
You've been told. So, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I wasn't sure, but
It's okay.
have I seen you a third
forgive
time
you.
since? And was I like, go hard, what up?
Yes, you know what? I came and I saw you open for the Hold Up.
Oh, at Terragram Ballroom. Yes, and I
Yeah.
definitely remember you then.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
good.
appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, good.
So
Yes.
yeah, those are some fun times. My question to you though is,
Mhm.
since I didn't know you and you were part of a group before,
Yeah.
I imagine it is very refreshing to know that, oh my gosh, someone's not expecting me to play a certain type of music or sing a certain way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, being in a group before and then having a solo project now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the transition was tough. I mean, I'm learning more about it every day, at least how I'm kind of dealing with it, or just like rolling with it. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's amazing and it sucks, and they both feed each other every day, and it's amazing because I creatively get to make the decisions, which is great, and I have my vision and I'm able to implement what I think my vision is, and like I'm free to do what I please, where it's not so much of a democracy or a give and take when it comes to creative.
You're really feeling that independence now, aren't you?
I am. But then that can bite you in the ass, because when I'm playing live and I'm kind of like, you know, I'm exhausted and I feel my voice going out, and I look over to my right and I don't have anyone there to like back me up. That's tough too. It's also what I've realized is if people specifically don't like my music,
Yeah.
I can't be like, oh, like, well, we're a duo, we're a band, so like maybe it's not me they don't like. It's like, no, if they don't like the music, like they specifically do not like me and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the whole process, right? So I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a good.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, there you go. It's been a good transition, and it's fun, and I'm venturing into a new territory. And
How much longer have you done this? Like 2-3 years now? 2 years, I want to say?
yeah, I think we're coming up on the third year. This will be the. Let me. Can I run it back?
Sure.
So I think it was 2000. Well, I've almost lived in LA for 2 full years, and then I did this. Yeah, I think we're almost coming up on the third full year.
Awesome.
Of being a solo project, but I only put music out probably like 8 or 9 months after I kind of like we split up. So.
Do you mind me asking why you guys split up, or
Yeah, sure.
Or can we talk about Ayer all
Sure.
together?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't really know much about you guys.
You're the best.
Mhm.
This is great.
Mhm.
It's just
I
funny.
do so much research when I interview.
Well, it's great. No, but it's just funny because like so many of like podcasts I've done or like an interview or stuff, it's like mainly like, well, I only know you from Ayer, but what are you doing now? And so it's just kind of like it's nice reversal.
No, for the people out there like me who don't really know Ayer, can you tell us about them?
Yes.
About the
So
group?
Ayer was a duo of 2 guys, myself and my good friend David Von Mering. We grew up outside of Boston together, and we were in a band for a while. The band was a 4-piece rock band wanting to be the next Red Hot Chili Peppers. And we kind of going into college times, the 2 of us decided to take a year off from college and work on music together while the other 2 guys went to school, and we kind of thank you. That's what that thing is. School.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't really
See, I haven't been
do
at
it.
school in a very long time, so I forgot what the word
I
was.
have to use my fingers to count. So
Yeah, me too. And toes. But so we did the most DIY music you ever could. It was like GarageBand and Logic, just like at home in the living room using an iMac speaker to record.
Mm-hmm.
It was very DIY. We knew nothing about what we were doing. We knew nothing about the music industry. And it really, really, really just happened to work. This was kind of in like the Asher Roth, Mac Miller, Huey Mac days of like kind of like white boy rap, frat rap as they call it.
I didn't know that's what they called it.
That's what they call it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So frat rap, and then kind of, we didn't go to college, but we were kind of lumped in. But the good thing was we stood out because our music was different. It was kind of like reggae infused. There was guitars and bass and pianos and drums. It wasn't just like a hip hop beat and two guys rapping. There was melody and singing and all this stuff.
It was a full-on fusion of music.
Full-on fusion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. And so then 5 or 6 years passed of touring the U.S. and Europe and...
Whoa, Europe?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, got to, like, work with some idols and meet some really great people and make awesome connections, made a whole lot of friends, got to see the entire country. It was a dream. It was a dream come true. I mean, imagine being, like 19 years old and getting drunk and traveling the world and
19,
partying. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Could only imagine. So it was amazing. It was the best way to spend my like early 20s and after high school years. I mean, it's crazy to look back and be like, holy shit, like it's so rare for musicians to become successful, and like we did it on our first try. Which I think gave me a jaded mentality going into my solo project.
Yeah.
Which was like, oh, this is going to be easy. I can do whatever. Like,
it worked the first time.
The first time. Yeah. Why wouldn't it work this time? Like, I'm just going to put out some like super poppy music and just like rock with it. And we're going to be playing stadiums by the end of the year. And life has a funny way of changing things up, but wouldn't trade a thing.
So in that period of time, you said about 8 months between the breakup and releasing As Carter Reeves. What were you doing?
I was working on tons of music. I literally started. I had always been writing solo music throughout the entire process of Air. I mean, before I was even in the band, I was writing my own music.
Yeah.
So I kind of, as I felt that it was coming to a close, started to kind of go through all the songs that I had written previously and, songs that I had produced and stuff, and been like, all right, what can I crack down and get serious with? And then I also just I was living in New York at the time, and I just started booking co-writing sessions and production sessions with people nonstop, and just, I hit the ground running. It was like 2 weeks after we, broke up where I actually wrote Fresh Fruit. Like, literally, it was 2 weeks after.
I love Fresh Fruit.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah.
I've been practicing my live set just like at home, and that one is so fucking fun because I'm trying to incorporate guitar for my live set.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, so you've seen my live show.
Yeah, you had a
it's
guitar,
very
you had a guitar player.
I had a guitar player.
Yeah.
So I'm very energetic on stage, and the thing is the guitar keeps me in one place because I have to use the mic stand and the guitar.
Yes.
So I think it's a good thing. But then I'll do some songs without the guitar and some songs with. But Fresh Fruit is just so much fun to like jam on guitar because it's like 2 chords. They're like bluesy chords, so I can just like diddle. It's fun. It's
Hell
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. Speaking of Fresh Fruit,
yes.
That was part of an EP.
Yes, that was the first single I ever put out as a solo artist.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Well, let me get rid of this. Your first EP. What was the thought process behind it? It was, oh my gosh, I wrote here, what is California Cool?
Oh, there you go. Yes. When
I was listening to Fresh Fruit and when I first discovered you, I was going through your Spotify and I was going through everything, and I'm like, first of all, Fresh Fruit is a banger. It really is. And then everything else on the EP, it just started following through, and I'm like, this is the vibe. It's gonna go this way from here on.
Right.
I felt it. And then you started releasing other things. Bittersweet is actually one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Very poppy compared to your other stuff.
Bittersweet?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
That's what people say. They're like, oh, it's
your
such
other
a
things
pop song.
are very like laid back, California Cool, as you would describe it.
Yes,
I think.
Yes.
But Bittersweet is really, it's really, I think because of the chorus, the ooh,
Just, yeah, of course. It's catchy.
it really is.
Yeah. But it's almost got like a Beach Boys vibe. Like that ooh, those like harmonies on the oohs and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, it's weird because even my most like dark and like, you know, poppy and whatever, dark and like almost cold sounding songs that I think Bittersweet is like kind of like a cold song in my opinion and dark. But even those fucking songs, I can't get away from it because I still put them out and everyone's like, this is such a summer jam. So like, I think no matter what I do, it will always have like a quote, feel good
It does.
vibe.
I think that's what really attracted me to your sound, because no matter what the lyrics are and no matter what the idea behind the lyrics are,
Right.
it just sounds happy and I love it.
Yeah.
And I want to dance.
Right, which is funny because like that's about like a breakup and like I'm depressed and all this sad shit and it's just like nope, but we're good, it's happy.
No, yeah, I mean,
It's a good vibe. I mean that's
like
all that
you're
matters.
singing, I still think about you, and I'm just like, hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
to it, and I don't know why, but it just sounds so good.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
This show is full of compliments. Don't you worry.
Oh,
There's
geez.
more coming.
I need them. Well, so I mean, I guess did you have a
Oh, no,
question?
no,
I was
go
just
for
gonna,
it.
I guess, answer the fresh fruit kind of start to
Yeah.
things.
Please do.
So I mean, I had this time from post splitting up as a group to like revealing myself as a solo artist. So I obviously was able to build my brand and what I wanted to look like, what I wanted to sound like, what I wanted to, you know, put across.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that I wanted to be the next JT and basically like revive the early 2000s pop sound, which was like, you know, funky, kind of like big poppy. I don't know. It's just different. It's like way less minimal than the pop now.
Yeah.
So I think I really did that and I went like full on in that lane, and I think Fresh Fruit is like a really good like retro funk pop vibe. And I think I did a really good job at that.
I think there's some horns in there, no?
Oh, lots of horns.
Yeah. I'm like,
But
there's a reason I like it.
oh yeah, I too am a sucker for horns, but I just don't think it connected with audiences as much. And I've done lots of debating as to why it didn't connect. And I realized I think it's from a lyrical standpoint. I was writing songs that I thought that the world wanted to hear, or I was writing songs that I thought would be the most quote relatable and understandable, versus writing songs that were like
What
about
you
me
wanted to.
from my heart, like, you know, with my own signature style and sense of humor, or
I know exactly what
personal
you're talking
experiences.
About. A lot of artists say that. Like, I thought I was making something that the public would like, but
Right.
it turns out they don't.
well,
But it's not as if they don't. It's just they've heard it before.
they've heard it before, and I think it's pretty transparent when it comes to the like insincerity. It's like you hear it and you're like, well, I don't hear any soul in his voice because I don't think he believes what he's saying, and I don't think he believes what he's saying because I don't think he cares what he's saying. And then like, why the hell should I care? So I had like a very so there was a long time between releasing Aquarium, which was a single I put out kind of like 2 months after I released the Fresh Fruit EP.
Yeah.
And then when I put out Fly High, which was like 8 months later.
I was gonna say Fly High is one of my favorites by you. Also.
Mine too. I think that's like probably, yeah, definitely top three. Top three.
Alone Time, Bittersweet, Fly High.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, funny story about Bittersweet, but we can wait on that.
Sure. Whenever you want to talk about it, we got about an hour.
Okay, great. No, so it took me a while to like find myself and like be like, okay, I should be writing real shit. I should be treating this like a journal, and I shouldn't just be saying what everybody else has said a million other times.
Because when I first heard Fly High, I was like, this is it. This is the start of the era.
Right. Thank you.
And I think that's what it was.
Yeah, totally. So I mean, that was when I showed like a little more vulnerability in the lyrics and like a little more telling about myself. And I think that, you know, the lyrical theme is kind of like, when you're down, you know, pick yourself up, you know, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
like the reasons why I'm down. And I mean, obviously that's a pretty classic message, but I think I said it in a way that felt a lot more personal to me. So that was the goal, and I think since then I've even like honed that in even more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
your most recent one is Alone Time.
Yes.
Which I've said I think multiple times now that it's one of my favorites.
Thank you.
I really want to play that right now, and then we'll talk about it after we play it.
Let it rip.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't got much drama going on, and I would like to keep it that way. Excuses stay rolling off my tongue. The second we get close, I'ma push away. My homegirl says she think I got something wrong. Nah, I just value my space. I'm worried all the good ones will be gone, and that's why I pray. What's the point of alone time when you get love and you just don't try? Yeah. What's the point of a long night when you alone for the sunrise? It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, but I still need someone to break my heart. Yeah. It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, yeah, but I still need someone to break my heart. I'ma need to burn more than sage to get over that. Why I always say that a girl's gonna hold me back. Gotta act my age, accept that this just a phase. Any day it could be over fast. Now, say, why you got money if you ain't gonna spend it? Why you got a car if you ain't gonna lend it? Why you act like you don't know what a real friend is? She said, I've been right here, well, alright. What's the point of alone time when you get love and you just don't try? Yeah. What's the point of a long night when you alone for the sunrise? It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, but I still need someone to break my heart. Yeah. It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, yeah, but I still need someone to break my heart. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, but I still need someone to break my heart. It's all love, money, drugs, sex, and art, yeah, but I still need someone to break my heart.
You just heard Alone Time by Carter Reeves. Again, one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, I mean, so this kind of goes back to the whole, like, writing what you know, writing what you feel, kind of writing what the hell is going on in your mind. And I went to USC, or, like, off campus of USC, and I wrote this song with, I wrote the song, but we worked together. This guy, Cooper Holtzman, he's a USC student, and an incredible production.
Shout out to Cooper.
Cooper's the freaking man. Incredible producer, great guitarist, great keys player, drummer. I mean, he really does it all. And I just walked in, and he was like, "Yo, I got some drums," and he played the drums, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, these drums are really hot." And he's like, and I kind of like created this weird sound. Do you want to hear it? And I was like, "Sure."
I was gonna ask about that weird sound
Yeah.
because I love that weird
Yeah,
sound.
me too. And he plays the weird sound. It's like this cool, bubbly, like wet kind of like, but pretty modern sounding like.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in an aquarium.
Yes, it's cool. And so I was like, yep, do that. And then he started playing some chords and I was like, change that chord. Let's do this. Let's do that. And we were just kind of off to the races. And then that was kind of like, so I was thinking, all right, what do I want to write about? What do I want to write about? And like, I remember being like, honestly, dude, I don't have much going on right now. And then I was just like, maybe that's a good opening line. I ain't got much drama going on. I would like to keep it that way. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that kind of sent me down the road of like this inner dialogue of mine that I constantly battle with, which is like, okay, I would love to be in love. Isn't that what most people want? You know?
Yes.
Someone great and someone by your side. But when I do find that, I end up being like, yo, I need to like focus on myself. Like, so it's kind of got a similar theme to Bittersweet, but so I'm constantly battling between this, like, you know, focusing on myself and doing all that, and then, but also being like, well, I obviously like could use somebody. So it's, I don't know, it's just like, it's like a give and take. And then like, I like the line where it's like, I'm worried all the good ones will be gone. And it's like, that is something that I think about. It's like, if I continue to just kind of like defer legitimate relationships in my life, am I going to wake up one day, be 35 and like
Have no one. I'm gonna, this is a quick side note.
Yeah.
You know how they say there's other fish in the sea?
Yeah.
They just released, I don't know who or what legitimate source this was, but they just released that the amount of fish in the sea has dramatically declined.
Oh, yeah, that's so optimistic. Thank you.
Just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah.
So maybe there's just less fish.
There's less fish in the sea. Well, that's okay. Then these are stronger fish than the other fish because these fish had to survive and the other fish didn't. So.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Wow.
But we're totally polluting their homes. So.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about when you're saying you want to find. I'm totally in that situation right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. If you know, for the listeners, I just did air quotes.
Yeah, finger quotes.
I'm getting old, and to my in my parents' eyes, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you should give us grandchildren by now." And
right.
I'm only 24, so that's probably not going to happen. But at the same time, all of my relatives, all my cousins and stuff, are getting married,
and. Yeah, and I honestly think about that in reverse, too, because...
I'm doing great in my own personal life, and I'm assuming you're doing amazing yourself.
And you don't necessarily need a person that could potentially become a full-time job and get in your way.
I already have 3 full-time jobs. I don't need another one.
Yeah, fair. But I almost think about that in reverse. Like, obviously, my parents aren't pushing me to, like, you know, get married and have grandkids, but I'm the youngest of 3, so... They're getting older, and it's like, yeah. Well, I'm almost just like, oh shit, like I would love my parents to like be super tight with my kids.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't even have a girlfriend, let alone someone I want to marry, let alone someone I want to have kids with. So it's like, I think I'm at least 10 years off, right? And then it's like, oh shit, they'll be old in 10 years.
Here's a little bit of optimism, though.
Please.
And I don't know if this is if my parents are an exception or not, but they met, and then a week or 2 later, they liked each other so much they sort of got engaged, and then a year later they got married, and then not even a year passed and my sister was born. She's my older sister, and everything happened with them so fast.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it was very slow going.
Right. And it was right.
Yeah, it just fell into the right place, and everyone always tells me everyone always says in general like. The right person will find you if you focus on yourself enough. If you're happy, people will see that and they'll come to you.
I agree. That's why I'm like not stressing it too much.
Hell yeah.
I'm not stressing it too much, but it does make good stuff to write about.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know, because it is something I've like battle with every day.
Okay, so we got alone time.
Yes.
We have satellites.
Yeah.
And a couple more. Can we really reveal the names of those?
The other songs coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a song coming out called Superpowers,
Ooh,
which I'm really stoked about.
that sounds very exciting.
Yeah. So I wrote this song after Mac Miller's death. So it's not like a very happy song, but it's a slow one.
10 Bucks says it's gonna be a happy song. I don't know.
No,
it's sound
it's
happy.
not a happy song.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's a happy song. But I mean, it's kind of like this narrative of, you know, someone kind of like, you can tell they're battling with something, whether it's drug addiction or alcoholism or some sort of inner demons, and then it's kind of this like voice above saying like, you know, we all have superpowers. Please make sure you're using them the right way, and like, you know, don't hide the way you feel, because like we can't afford to miss you any more than we already do. That's literally one of the lines, but it's basically just like an almost like it's almost like a like words to friends, where it's just like, if you're unhappy, please like tell me. I want to talk about this. Like, I don't want this to be something you feel the need to hide from us and like bottle up, because like I would be devastated if this ever got to a point where like I could never see you again.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the whole you
you
have superpowers thing is like a reminder that it's like you are.
It's okay to ask for help.
Yeah, you have superpowers. You're like incredible and so special, but you're not invincible. So like you need to be treating yourself with respect, and
Even Superman was, you know, there was kryptonite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what the song was. It was obviously inspired by, you know, but it was just this. I wrote this in I think the fall of last year, and it was just like Mac Miller, Lil Peep, like,
Oh yeah.
all these people were just kind of like dropping off, and it's terrible to see, and it shouldn't happen. And so it's kind of like you almost hope that good friends were there and supportive and able
Yeah.
to reach out and help. So I guess this is almost like my letter to the world, being like, yo, it gets better, and I'm here for you if you
Yeah.
need me.
And hopefully people hear it and actually respond and
Yeah.
actually seek help, because a lot of times they're like, oh, everybody says if you need help, ask for help, or if you're struggling, say something.
Or they feel like, or the person who needs help feels like they're being like an imposition on people. It's just, I don't want to bother you, or right.
But that's good. I like that idea.
Well, it's like a very, I mean, it's an honest song. I mean, like, I wrote it with real, true feelings, and like it's not. I wasn't trying to like capitalize on the like.
Oh no, that
you
means
know.
this is gonna be a hit.
Who knows? I mean, there's a very jarring switch up at the end. So if you're and I'm like screaming. So you're either into it or you're not.
Okay,
I'll let you be the judge.
We'll just have to wait and hear that, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
What's the other one called?
Well,
Untitled at the moment?
no, I'm just we are evaluating the release plan. But I have two incredible songs that are definitely going to come out after that. One is called Door Shuts, and one is called Gray Area, and they're both frickin' bobs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. Let me circle back to Bittersweet.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's one of my favorites, and I know Imad Royale worked on that with you.
Yes.
And he's one of my favorite producers.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, I know he's incredible. That's why I follow him.
Yeah, he's great.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. What were you saying earlier?
Right. So I've known him on for a while, but really got close with him actually this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
We shared a house for Coachella, and we were there together with the same squad, and we got super tight then. And kind of kept being like, dude, we gotta get a session together. Let's get a session. And he, meanwhile, is, you know, he has absolutely popped off, and he's so
yeah.
incredible, and he's writing songs for everybody, and he's got 2 songs a week on New Music Friday. I mean, he's amazing, and such an incredible producer, and also just such an incredible guy. So I was almost like, oh crap, like, am I actually going to get a day in with this guy, or is it just going to be something we talk about? And like, obviously we're friends, like we're on a homie level, but when it comes to getting management to actually like block out a day in the calendar, it ends up getting tough. But we got a day locked in, and he actually brought in one of the guys he produces with a lot, this guy Isaac Valenzuela, who's also incredible and a really great guy. So the 3 of us just sat down. We were at Ahmad's house. We were in his studio, and just kind of like, we were like, all right. And then we were kind of talking about what we wanted. I was telling them kind of about the kind of like beachy indie pop, surf rock, Beach Boys style that I'm, going after. And I just remember Ahmad grabbed the guitar and just played the dum 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 dum, and we're all just like, all right, let's go, let's run with it. Literally 2 hours later, the song was done.
Hell yeah. That sounds like a good session to me.
Yeah, it was a perfect session, and I remember. The little fun fact, I suppose. I wasn't sure how I felt about the song at first. I like got it in my email, and I was like listening to it a bunch, and I was kind of like, it's cool, like I'm not sure I'm totally in love with it. I don't know, it kind of needs a lot of work. It's not my favorite, and I just remember getting the response from like management, as well as my family and friends and other people, and like Ahmad's management, and like just everybody being like, yo, there's something really special about this song, like don't brush this off, you need to like finish this and get it out. It's like, all right, I trust you guys. And then we went back in one more day, finished it all up. Mm-hmm. We recorded the bridge vocals, in which I was actually like very sick.
Oh, really?
So if you listen close enough, actually, I'm gonna ruin it for you. I don't want to ruin it.
No, I'm gonna listen to it now.
But if you listen to it close enough, you can kind of tell that I like have like a little cold going on. It's funny.
Okay.
But the rest of the song I was very healthy for, so it was just funny.
I'm sure the people who mixed and mastered it kind of
masked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the goal. But yeah, so the song came out, and it just like took off. I mean, like the best that any of my music has ever done since Fresh Fruit, which is the first song I put out. Uh-huh. And I was like, okay, wow. I mean, one, it re-engaged my trust in my team and the people around me. Because I hear from them a lot, like, I don't know if this is it. And like with a song, and sometimes it's like,
and you're like, oh, you don't know it.
Right. You don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, oh shit, this was a song that like grew on me a lot. And also like, I didn't have to be convinced to put it out, because I love the song and I think it's really good. Yeah. But it definitely, like I said, it grew on me. And then to watch it just like do what it did, I was like, oh, okay, well, this is great. Yeah. So I think the moral of the story is, if you're getting a positive response. Yeah. It was a unanimously positive response. So
that's insane.
Yeah. It's definitely a good
I know there's a lot of people are like, oh, it's just not my kind of music. Right. Or if they don't want to hurt your feelings. Right. They're like, maybe if it sounded a little bit more like this other artist that I listen to, or something like that. But right. But you're not trying to sound like other artists. You're trying to sound like yourself. Exactly. And I mean, I think everybody around me who gives me constructive criticism knows how and when to do it. I mean, like, you don't need to walk on eggshells around me. I think I take constructive criticism really well. The criticism that bothers me is when people are unsure where in the process the song is. Oh, and they go, I don't know. Right. Well, so, I mean, I will leave this person nameless. But, I mean, I have a song that's been done, mixed, mastered, ready to go. Like, ready to go. Yeah. We're going to drop it pretty soon. And this person was like, so what are your thoughts on, like, the second verse and then that last chorus? Like, I'm not really sure about them. And I'm like, yo, all right, now this isn't helpful at this point. No. I was like, this is done. This has been done for months. I sent this to you 6 months ago. You should have told me then. Where was it when I was just showing you right now.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So it's funny, but I mean, like, all that really is at the end of the day is just, like, generally just, like, not being completely, like, finger on the pulse with the process, which, like, is, you can't blame them.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it's just like, oh, shit, like, I was so
Hyped about it.
hyped
too.
and proud about this, and you just, yeah, but it's life, you know?
Yeah, it is. I want to talk about your Instagram for a bit.
All right,
Let
it rip.
You recently said that green is not your favorite color,
Yeah.
but almost every photo in your Instagram has green in it.
I don't, like, know what that means.
What do you mean what that means?
What do you mean?
What look are you trying to go for? Are you not trying to go for that California cool look? Because
All right, but also...
your most recent photos don't have any green in them, now that I think about it.
Well, there's plants in a lot of my photos.
Is that...
But that's not me being like, my favorite color is green, so I'm going to stand near some plants. I like plants a lot.
Yeah, plants are great.
Talking about plants, look at that plant. Isn't that a beautiful plant? I killed it.
You killed it?
I don't kill plants. I've had plants. We segued from Instagram to plants,
It's
which
okay,
is way more important to me.
No, that's totally fine. Let's freaking talk about plants. I think I killed
So I
the
have
succulent
like
the other
50
day.
to 60 plants at my house.
Wow.
Probably 20 of them came from New York
With you.
with me.
Yeah.
And probably 10 of those from New York came with me from Boston. So, like, I've had some plants that have survived the cold winters of Boston, survived the dark, drab New York falls,
Yeah.
and then are now flourishing in LA.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not killing plants, but that one in particular, it was on my roof, and it rained for, like, 6 days straight.
Dude, what was with the rain in LA?
I know, it was crazy.
Oh man, every time that people
It's
were
nuts.
like visiting, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna come to LA. It's gonna be sunny," and it just happened
Nope.
to rain
It's terrible.
for a week straight.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane. No,
So it rained for 6 weeks straight, or 6 days straight, or forever. And the pot that I had it in didn't have any drainage holes.
oh no.
So when I went to it, it was literally just filled to the brim with water, and then I think it killed the plant.
Can you remove water from soil?
Well, I just drilled holes in the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And then
Because
it all leaked out, but it's too late.
I think there are tools to help you remove water from soil. No, I want plants in my room. I just recently got my own room, and my sister brought a couple succulents, and my mom, the person that she is, lovely person, she's like, let me water them for you, and completely
Overwatered them?
yeah, overwater
Oh, no.
them. And they're succulents. They didn't.
How they need, like, some
It's
spritz once every 3 weeks.
It's supposed to be very easy to take care of.
Yeah.
Died within 2 days.
Oh, my.
Well, it is what it is.
It's what it is.
I think I'm gonna go out and get a couple more. Do you have any suggestions on very easy plants to take care of, or?
Yes, well, if you want plants, I would get a Pathos plant. If you want it's like pretty low light. It gets like a little droopy when you have to water it, and then you water it, and then it springs right back up. It's great. It's easy. They like spread out. They're very long and stringy, and then you can literally chop any of it off, put it in some water, propagate it, make a whole new plant. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's...
Multiply.
And then snake plants are really easy, too.
Snake plants?
Those are just like the straight up stick looking ones.
yeah.
Or like the like pointy triangular ones.
That would look nice in a garden.
Those are beautiful, yeah, and they're very like modern and chic looking.
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
that's the look we're all going for, honestly.
Modern and chic. But yeah, I mean, back to the Instagram, green is not my favorite color. Like if I'm looking at colors to pick out and like choose, like paint a wall or wear on a shirt.
You're more of a blue person, I think.
Blue, yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
I like yellow. I like blue.
Yellow to me seems very
Green
vintage.
used to be my favorite color.
Really?
Yeah.
Yellow's
good. Yellow's great.
Your most recent Instagram photos are my favorites that you've had so far.
Thanks.
You know which one I liked? The photo that you released for when you were announcing Payday.
Those ones, yeah. With the weird little Photoshop vibes.
Yeah. I like those.
Thank you. Yeah, I did those myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you set up a camera and then put it on a timer or something? Or you had someone take a picture for you?
No, I took old photos of myself and then edited around them, and then basically was just like scanning photos from right, like scanning photos from magazines and then cutting them out. I was just basically making a collage on
and
Photoshop.
then you would just put yourself in there.
Yeah,
those were really cool.
Thanks.
I like
these
those
are
ones.
cool. Oh, good time.
You're like just looking through your Instagram feed now.
Yeah, these were cool.
Oh
Yeah.
Tell the people your handle.
At Carter Reeves, check me out. I got some fun gram stuff going on. I also think that I'm really funny on Instagram.
You
But
are hilarious.
I don't know though if I am. I think I'm funny, and a lot of people don't. But it's okay because that's the whole point. I just like acting stupid.
You have some tendencies to take off your clothes, though.
It was one time.
Just one time. Okay.
It was one time. I actually never lived that down, and I will never live that down.
Really?
Yeah. Well, having a mustache at that time didn't help.
No.
But no, yeah. Like my ex-girlfriend hit me up and she was like, "Are you okay?" And like a lot of people hit me up like, "Are you like Staple?" And I was like, "All right, like I tried it once. It was like it's not that big of a deal." I wasn't actually. I mean, I was naked, but I wasn't like. No, I mean I was fully naked, but like I wasn't like showing anything off.
No, you made sure of that.
It was just ridiculous.
You should put some more funny stuff on your highlights because you need
Yeah, I
more
probably
highlights
should.
up there.
I do have a lot of highlights. Oh, I guess I can add to a certain highlight, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I'll do that. Okay.
You can add to a highlight. You can.
So
add
it's
a
not going to
highlight
add
of
another
things.
bubble. It would just I can
Yeah.
add to a certain bubble.
That's right.
Oh,
If
so
you
maybe
want,
I'll
I can give you a quick Instagram tutorial.
maybe I'll
after
name
this.
it I Think I'm Funny, and then people can watch that.
I think that may be a little too long of a title. It'll cut off the word funny, maybe, but really quickly, let me go into our second song
Okay.
before the hour is up.
No. Oh, I think I'm fun with two N's.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go into satellites, and while the kids at home are listening to that, I'll show you how to do stuff on Instagram. Yeah.
Let it rip.
Okay.
Yeah. Mountain driving, static on the melody. Cause we're losing the signal. At least I got my burn CDs. Got a gas station coffee. Lately I've been running all E. Left my family in Boston. Mama said go chase your dreams. All the way to Southern California. Got the new place with the ocean breeze that I can't afford just yet. Come home late at night, can't sleep to save my life. Now I'm watching all the stars from the roof, but they're just satellites. This feeling's new to me, this young anxiety has got me singing with the birds in the morning, waiting for the August sun to shine on me. To shine on me. To shine on me. Read my statements, laughing at how much I spent. Well, the first is coming, need to find a way to pay my rent. Yeah. Sinking or swimming, yeah, maybe this is what they meant. Yeah. Got a couple parking tickets in a brand new den. All the way in Southern California. Got the new place with the ocean breeze that I can't afford just yet. Come home late at night, can't sleep to save my life. Now I'm watching all the stars from the roof, but they're just satellites. This feeling's new to me, this young anxiety has got me singing with the birds in the morning, waiting for the August sun to shine on me. To shine on me. To shine on me.
Unmaastered Satellites by Carter Reeves. I really like that one too, and I really like the cover art for it.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
I think on Twitter you were shocked that there was a satellite emoji.
Yeah, it's crazy. Why? What? Emojis have gone too far.
No, you know what it is. I was also shocked that there's a satellite emoji because there's still no disco ball, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, but there's a disco guy and gal.
Well, the disco gal is like a salsa girl.
Is there no purple
no
in the purple suit?
No, well, there's the disco guy who's doing the disco
In the purple.
and then there's the salsa girl.
Is that all we got?
Yeah, that's all we have.
What a freaking sham! Oh yeah, wow, look at that. And then there's weird slumpy people.
I mean, yeah.
Is there no salsa guy? Oh, I guess they're salsa people.
Maybe it's not even disco. Maybe it's a guy.
A salsa guy.
Dancing salsa.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, petition to get a disco ball out there because I really want
All
one.
right.
I think there was like that emoji for like the World Wide Web where it's like the circle with the lines on it. And
That's as close as you'll get.
Some people are using that as a disco ball, but
Is there an underground community of disco ball emoji users?
you know what it is? We interviewed someone called Disco Shrine.
Okay.
And she's great and everything, but like, you know, she calls herself Persian Barbie, but we wanted to put
The
the disco ball as her emoji, but it just never worked out. And we put a unicorn instead.
All right, that works. That's great.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're getting at around 45 minutes here.
Okay.
Any last words?
Oh my.
This is the end of your life, by the way. I'm kidding.
Oh! Any final words?
Let's have you tag all your socials,
Absolutely.
your website, anything we should expect in the future.
Okay. So, everybody, can you run me through the unmastered taglines again though? I like those.
Oh, it's uncut and on the record.
Okay. Here I am, Carter Reeves. Just so you know, this whole thing has been uncut and on the record. I want to tell you something about myself. I am so excited to share new music with you. I've got a song called Superpowers coming out very soon. And after that, I've got 2 great summer little ditty bops that are just going to get you through your days. I already announced their names, I guess. It's Gray Area and Door Shuts. Those are coming out soon. Be on the lookout, and I will be on the road pretty soon. Nothing's in stone, but I promise I will, and I will be coming to play a show near you. And it's going to be a damn good show once I'm there.
We have some listeners in Spain.
Really?
Are you going there?
Sorry, Spain, for now, but I am very much looking forward to going to Spain. Again, my name's Carter Reeves. You can find me on Instagram at Carter Reeves. Same with Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and website is carterreevesmusic.com. And
Hang on. Are you on MySpace?
I am not.
Okay.
Is that a big missed market opportunity?
You know, not really. And also, they recently announced that they accidentally got rid of 12 years worth of users' information.
Oh, jeez. Well, they can get rid of my information.
Well, that was just your personal profile, though. Did you have music on MySpace?
No.
Okay, well, I don't think it matters in that case.
All right, good. Well, our band, the band that I used to have, Moke and Airwalk, we were on
on MySpace.
On MySpace. Good times.
Fine is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Gohar, for having me.
You're welcome. This has been Unmastered, and we'll chat with you next time. Next time, definitely with Emma. We really missed you, Emma.
We missed you, Emma.